Hi, good evening, everyone, and welcome back to our YouTube page. So, my name is Harshit Gautam, and I'm working as a data scientist in AiSPRY. And along with that, I deliver lectures at 360DigiTMG. So, today we are going to talk about how to build your resume. Okay, so this session will be all about resume preparation. So, let's start it. So, we will be talking about how to tailor your resume, and first of all, why to tailor your resume. Then we will also understand what is job description, why it is important. We'll know how to identify your relevant skills and experiences. Then how to use keywords properly and customizing your resume layout. That is another important thing we will discuss. And how to tailor your cover letter. What is cover letter? What to write there apart from resume? And if we have resume, why this is important? We will talk about this. And then finally, we will talk about final tips and best practices. Okay. So let's start with the resume only. That what actually resume is. So whenever you apply for a job, you will be sending one official document to the recruiter that will hold information about you, and it will also have information about your like academics, your graduation, your skills, experience, your projects which you have done, and about these things. Right. Now, when we talk about this resume, it is very important to tailor it properly because it will enhance visibility and relevance to the hiring manager or recruiter. So when you make sure that you have mentioned about your graduation, your skills, projects properly, what kind of techniques and tools did you use in your resume, it will let them know that, okay, there is a person who has worked on LLM projects and who has worked on such things. So it will be easy for them to get connected to you, okay, and believe in you. Then interview chances will be increased. Okay, if resume is tailored properly, there are higher chances that they will be asking you for interview. Okay, and again, when you will be applying for a job role, there will be multiple participants along with you applying for the same designation, same job role. So standing out is very important. Okay, among 100 or 1,000 people applied for the same job, you'll have to stand out. Okay, you will have to have something special in you. Okay, that dash of knowledge. Then there is something called as job description. Okay, job description, which is also known as JD. In short, people call it JD. So job description is a document which a recruiter will be sending to you, or they will be publishing that document maybe on their site or application site, which will hold roles and responsibilities about that job role, right? And until you read that document and you understand their requirement, you have not to send your resume. First, read out that job description, see what are bullet points mentioned there. Okay, what are skills required, what are tools required, whether I know those things or not. Based on that, you have to update your resume first, and then you have to send your resume. So once you read job description, another important thing is, another advantage you will get is you can predict what kind of questions they might ask in interview. Okay, so you can predict and prepare for interview questions also. Now when we talk about how can one identify their skills and experiences, right? So when we talk about your skills, it's very important to know whether this skill is going to match, or this is matching with the recruiter's demand or not. Okay. For example, you know about Python, you know about machine learning, and you don't know about Excel, but your recruiter is asking for Excel. So you should know, you should know how to apply. Before applying, you should know what actually they are asking for, what they are looking for. Okay, and you should prepare for that thing, and you should mention that in your resume, and then only you have to apply. Maybe you have achieved something in your current job or in your past. For example, there is any award for a project or any research article or anything. So those are your achievements. So you should highlight those achievements. And also, when we talk about achievements, we talk about measurable achievements. So, for example, you can mention in your resume that I led a team of 10 people work on a project. So that term led, right? That led. It will be very impactful when someone will read the resume. So such things you have to mention, and also you have to keep it measurable. As I said, let a team of 15 people or 20 people work on a project. Okay. Then you should be updating your resume regularly. So update is very required. Okay, thing. So when it comes to resume, and also not only resume, your knowledge, your skills, okay, and everything should be updated on time. Like it's very basic. When you have a software also, you update it regularly, right? Then only it works properly and it gets updated for the latest features. So you should be updating your research, your knowledge about the market, okay, industry. You should be learning new things. Maybe there is new LLM launched or new library which was not previously available for you or for the industry in the industry. You should be updating these things, as well as you have to update your resume also. And when I say update your resume, I'm talking about every single apply. Before every single apply, you have to update your resume. Okay, you should know these things. Now, there is something called as ATS software. Okay, there is something called as ATS software. Now, what happens when 100 or 1,000 people apply for the same job role? Recruiter will have one ATS software. They will be sending all the resume to that ATS software. Now, what that software will do is, based on the job description, it will match keywords present in each resume, and it will give one score between 0 to 100 to each resume. And from there, they will be choosing top 5 or top 10 or top 20 resume for interview round. So ATS score should be high and high. Okay, close, like more close to 100. Now, how that score can be increased? Well, that will be done using keywords. So you should be identifying what are relevant keywords for that job role based on the job description only. Okay. And many students, they make a mistake that they will be putting multiple keywords, a lot of keywords together. And sometimes those keywords are not required also. Okay. For example, you are writing that NLP and you are applying for a data analytics job role. Now, you should know first whether NLP is required for data analytics or not. If it is required, then only you will be putting that keyword in your resume. Otherwise, no, not required. Okay. So you should be balancing, okay, you should maintain that naturalness and authenticity of your resume. Okay. It should look like neat and clean and natural resume. And you should focus on relevant things, most importantly. Okay. Don't put irrelevant things. Now, the layout is another very important thing. So you can go with any three options, whether you go with chronological or functional or combination format, it's your choice. But these three options are one of the best options. So you can try with any of them, and no matter which layout you choose, what content you put there, you have to make sure that it should be neat and clean so that it is readable. Okay, it should be readable. And to make it more readable, you have to focus on strategic like placements. Uh, which portion of your information have to put in top or bottom or center or right or left, where to put what. Like, should I put my skills first or projects or certifications? Okay, so you should be knowing that a recruiter is most important. Like, they're always eager to know what are your skills and your experience. So you should be highlighting these two things, and then slowly you can put your certifications, your qualifications, and all those things. But anyhow, it should be simple as you can make it, and it should be readable. Okay, easily anyone can read it. Now, when we talk about cover letter, okay. So cover letter will be one additional message which you will be sending via mail or LinkedIn or anywhere, any application. And you will be mentioning about your interest and why did you choose that particular company to apply for. Okay, why are you interested in that job role, job designation? So you have to write in 100 to 150 words that why do you want to get that job. Okay, you have to give a personal touch to that apply. Let them know, most importantly, let them know that there is a person by the name of ABC, that they're not one of those who just saw the vacancy and applied. You are one of those who are genuinely interested in that job. Okay, so that is something you will be doing using cover letter. And using GPT, you can easily get a beautiful cover letter. Now, talking about final tips and best practices. So make sure to proofread your resume thoroughly. Okay, you should be knowing everything written in your resume. Many times, what happens that students, they will be generating or creating their resume using GPT tools or any other software. And sometimes to, like, maybe because they missed to read it, or they just put it by intentionally that to enhance their ATS score or anything. But sometimes they put those things also, those skills or certifications also, which they don't have. And that is something which should not be in your case. Because if you put, for example, traditional machine learning in your resume and you don't have any idea about it, and just because you mentioned you got selected for interview, but in interview you don't know anything about traditional machine learning because you have not studied about it, but you mentioned in your resume. So it will not be a good thing to do. So before applying, read it thoroughly. Okay, take feedback from your mentors, your seniors. So, for example, you are a student of 360 Digital G and you want to take feedback from your mentor, your trainer. So that will be perfect. Okay. Or if you think that there is a mentor who is not your trainer, but that's your mentor, you can talk to them also. No issues. But take feedback. Okay. And again, when it comes to taking feedback, don't take feedback from stupid people. Okay. Or non-IT people. You should know who I have to take feedback from. Okay. Keep it current, update it regularly, update your skills and techniques or tools in the resume. And another very important thing, guys, to everyone there, that you should be engaging yourself and networking yourself over LinkedIn and other social media platforms. Okay, you should be engaging your you should be maintaining your professional profile and connections over LinkedIn. And when I say go to LinkedIn and build connections, I'm not talking about that something like go to LinkedIn and search for your childhood friend who is an IAS officer or non-IT person. No, you don't have to make friendships there based on that, like these things. You have to make friends, people who are working in IT, okay, who are working as a data scientist or data analyst, business analyst, or you have to follow company pages, okay, HR pages, so that if there is any update in this field or if there is any vacancy, you should be aware of that, right? I hope you understood what I want to say. Now, many students, they have a question that where to apply actually. So to them, you should be applying on these job portals like Naukri.com, Shine.com, Indeed, Monster, Times Jobs. Okay, so all of these are like most famous job portals. So go and build your profile there. And another most important thing, LinkedIn is like dad of all the platforms. So you should be maintaining your LinkedIn profile for sure. Okay, there is no option. And when it comes to keyword analysis, these are famous keywords which you should know when it comes to a resume for data science job role or data analytics. For technical, analytical, data management, soft skills, and business understanding. For everything, we have these um, tools here, like keywords here. You can take a screenshot or you can note it to update your resume every time. Okay. Then we have some basic questions in interview, frequently asked questions that how could you have improved your career progress? Then, for example, give me example of your creativity or whether you can relocate or travel to this particular location or not. Now, these questions are completely subjective, I believe. Okay, so one can decide what they have to answer, right? Well, you can contact us at 1-800-212-654-321. You can inquiry at us at this email address, and you can visit our official site for more information, which is 360digitmg.com. Talking about our offline headquarters, so we have in Hyderabad, Bangalore, and Chennai. These are our headquarters, and we have our franchisee across the globe, not only in India, but outside of India, we have our franchisees. You can scan these QR codes and you can follow us on different social media platforms to get updated about this industry and 360 Digital MG. Now, I'll take 2 minutes to show you something with respect to resume. I told you that there is something called as ATS score. Now, imagine that you have to apply and you don't know where to check that ATS score. So you just have to go to this beautiful official site of 360 DigiTMG, which is www.360digitmg.com. And you will jump to this home page where you will have multiple options. One of them is learning resources. So you just have to hover over your cursor there. You will get multiple options and you will be seeing this resume optimization hub. Okay. Now, on this resume optimization hub, there will be multiple options, and you just have to move your cursor downside where you will get this option, get started for free now. Just click over there. If it is asking for credentials, you can use your 360 student credentials. Okay. And it will take 1 minute to load. Just wait. So I hope everyone is enjoying the video, right? The session. So that's good. And I hope every student who is watching this video, they are focusing on their studies, right? Yeah. So here we go. This is the page I was talking about. On this area, you can see there is an option to upload your resume. Okay, to upload your resume. Here you can upload your resume. So when I click here, it will give me navigation area like folders to navigate and upload. So I can upload my resume, which I'm going to apply with. And on this area, on the right side, I have an option to either copy paste job description, job description for the job role I'm going to apply. And if that job description is a file, maybe a document, so I can choose that document from here also. So that's optional. And then simply I have to click on this compare now. I have to click on compare now. Now, once I click here, what will happen? It will tell me ATS score, first of all, and it will also tell me what are required keywords, what are missing keywords, what are keywords that are present in my resume. And also you can download new updated resume, which will be generated by this software. So this is our own ATS software, and you can easily enhance your applying experience. Okay, that process of getting up, like applied for a job role and getting selected. So this is all for today. I wish every student out there best of luck. Focus on your studies, because I believe study is something most important thing for a student. There will be always more than one thing which are very important to you, and you can't skip either of them. But even though you have an option to give priority, okay, if you know that I have to go for a party with my friends and I have to attend a class, so you should prioritize your work. And I believe for a student, nothing is more important than classes or study. So study hard, okay, focus on your notes and study material, and keep applying for your dream job, okay, different job roles, and keep updating your knowledge and keep updating your resume. So that is all for today. Thanks everyone for joining the session, and I hope you got to learn something new and you enjoyed the session, and we will again meet next Thursday. Thank you. Thank you. Bye bye.